A quick one. I'm always intrigued by this. It's very fascinating. You will know how. You will know why. Follow me. Okay, let's go to Genesis 18, verse 3. But I'll have to introduce it to you so that you know. In verse 1 and 2, it talks about Abraham sitting by himself, enjoying the cool weather of the day, and seeing some men on the streets of Mamre. And he ran to them, and he said this to them in verse 3. Okay, he said, "My Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, for thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourself under the tree." Okay, why am I intrigued? The whole story is just about us. That is the little messages that are embedded in scriptures when you read it. Okay, that's why when you pray, you ask for the Holy Spirit to guide you and minister to you, so that you know those small meaning you will get from any story. Okay, look at it now. When what was just to wash your hands and do all those things turned out to be something very huge. It turned out to be a party, a feast, a big feast. But there are two lessons here. One is Abraham's discernment. Two is Sarah's obedience. Because if not for these two things, they would have missed out on their blessings. Abraham was able to discern that these are men of God. These are not ordinary people. Okay? Because you just can't see people on the way going and you go to them just like that. If we are to be today, do you know how rich Abraham was? Abraham was very rich. How can such a rich man go out to meet people, strangers? Okay? That is when you have discernment, when you're able to discern that this is this way, this is the other way. Okay? And let's talk about Sarah now. Somebody, a woman just like that, you are telling her to prepare something, do this. In today's world, the woman would have told you no, that she's resting. Okay? You can go and tell the houseboy, house girl, the helpers to do it. But no, she got up. She made sure that everything was perfectly done for these strangers. And after they ate that food, okay, they were so happy. That was when the promise that was made to Abraham by God for a very long time he has been waiting for. That was when a date was put on that promise. And when Sarah had it and laughed, and remember that Sarah was in the room. She was afar when she had it. So when she laughed, the angel of the Lord, asked her, so you don't believe that there is nothing God cannot do. Okay? If it were to be another person, remember Zachariah, she would have been struck with maybe blindness or maybe made dumb. But because of what her good deed, her and her husband, she was spared. So these are the moral lessons. These are the moral lessons embedded in that story. Number one is humility. Number two, because there's no way you will serve God and not be humble. You have no business with God if you're not humble. Number two, that is one of the gifts of the Spirit, discernment. Okay? For you to know. When you meet people, you can be able to say they are capable of this. Even when you make them not to know, you know. Okay? Even when they lie, you know already who they are. Number two, obedience. That is Sarah's obedience. Okay, you have to be obedient. Remember God said, obedience is better than sacrifice.